So, guys, there are a lot of reactions still coming as a result of what Sowore said concerning Peter Obi. We know that Sowore recently granted an interview, and during that interview, he said Peter Obi does not have anything to offer. That is just the packaging. You know, he even said Peter Obi didn't leave any money. That is just the packaging, and then people believed him that where is the money? That there are people who came up to say Peter Obi didn't leave any money. In short, I don't know why Sowore cannot do without, calling out Peter Obi. I mean, this is a man who is always on his own, and people always go to start speaking against him. Peter Obi doesn't come out to speak against people, but people come out to speak against him. And guess what? He has been getting a lot of buzz. I mean, obedience have not found it easy for Sowore these days. They are like giving him front, back, left, and center because Peter Obi is on his own, and you just keep calling him out. Look at Ren Omokri came out recently, said he wants to apologize to Obedience for all the, ups and downs he has been having with Obedience, because possibly he has come to realize that Obedience are really fighting for a better Nigeria. So, but when it comes to Sowore is saying that he is the best, that after all, he was in politics before Peter Obi came into politics, and that in short, you need to listen for yourself. Just take a look.
Before you discovered Peter Obi, I was already running for president. And now because I look small, Peter Obi, I said, packaging. Nobody knows Sabi to package things. You feel pack your load now. Say, my next vacation, Anambra, I won't go spend them. If I join Peter Obi, I will be going against what I have always stood for, which is that I would never support a Nigerian leader who has been president, governor, chairman, local government councillor before, who I consider non-performing. It's the same reason I would never have joined hands with Att Cking. And the Peter Obi you are talking about was vice president to Att Cking when I was a presidential candidate in 2019.
Yes.
So what are we talking about? Peter Obi on. There's no lesser evil in my books. If you are evil, you are evil. If you are good, you are good. But I am not interfering with people who have emotional attachments. So I have a general disdain for non-performance.
But what did he do that you can say, now this thing where Peter Obi did do? Because you mentioned that you said he's been packaged. So are you telling us that all those things
he saved money when he was leaving the office? There was money.
So where the money was saved? Which bank in there?
He said he was in the bank.
He said he was in the bank.
Fidelity Bank.
So you they accept if another person tell you that kind of story, say he said he's in the
So are you saying he's lying?
The person will take over from Obiano, talks in a lie, the video day. Say they don't save any money. In fact, say them owe money. That the money that they claim to save, they don't already owe them to contractors. This one day, now go cover them up because una candidates. No, I'm telling you now, this one is public information now. They do not be for Wazobia where I know you.
Yes.
Yes, now. Husband material. Not be for Wazobia.
Yes.
The time where we did interview for 2019. Peter will be there outside that time.
No,
That's why they ask questions that time now. So why would I not come ask question for 2023? If now carry me that time for Wazobia, now go ask, even get this man, Ukubi. Ukubi will come climb one place.
There have been war of words between some of your supporters and those of former Governor Peter Obi. This is a follow-up question though, because you mentioned it, then I need to ask you, how much did he actually leave in the state coffers when he left as governor? And are you willing to publicly publish the bank verified statement to settle the matter once and for all?
Yes. Not talking. Yes. My predecessor left 9 billion cash and
9 million or 9 billion?
9 billion cash and 25.6 billion in script issues. These are sovereign wealth fund and shares in other banks. If you put 9 million to that, you get 35.5 billion.
The reasons I want to speak about him is that in the media, there has been accusations and counter-accusations about the money he left in Anambra State. And as a participant at that time in 2013-2014, I would like to again restate that Peter Obi actually left the money he said he left. And I had documented it in my back page article that I wrote some 2 years ago on the 8th of June 2020. I happened to be the CEO of Diamond Bank at that time, and he came to my office. He wanted to leave the money in cash, and we said no. We strategized and said we'll invest the money in Eurobonds. I personally helped him exchange naira to dollar, about $155 million, which we have invested in the tier 2 capital of some of the banks, and then in some Eurobonds. Some of them have maturities up to 2023, so some of the monies have not matured.
I know Anambra very well. And so, when I met the governor who had just finished his tenure, I asked him, I said, my dear brother, I had been longing to thank you immensely. You did something remarkably well. God bless you. He said, my brother, what is that? I said, the international airport you built in Oka. I said, I am exceedingly happy. He said, oh my God, I'm happy hearing it from you. Then I added, I said, where did you get the money? He said, Biko, now my former colleague left the money behind. I laughed. I said, he left it. He said, frankly speaking, he left money in foreign currency. It's the money I saw. I said, look, let me leave a legacy before we go. So, I'm not promising. I won't leave money. I'm owing them here. And I'll use the money well. Sir, my people in Taraba State, you have heard him. It's left for us to decide. Do we want a Nigeria of promise for our children? Or we want until we are kidnapped with our wives and kept in another place and be at the mercy of the kidnappers? All this is left for us to tell ourselves. I would rather that we will live in the very comfortable and live a full life as decent citizens in this country. We were in the office before coming here. He said, are you exporting coffee? Are you exporting tea?
In the last election, that's 2023, there was a major movement that came up and shook Nigeria to its very core in the political world. Now, as a matter of fact, I had friends who had bets with me and said this movement would not gather more than 1 million votes. But at the end of the day, that movement gathered over 5 million votes. And people till today, people say if that movement had formed an alliance with other political parties, that the president we have today would not have won the presidency. I'm sure you already know we're talking about the obedient movement. That was an unprecedented movement and nobody saw it coming. Peter Obi just came up. And now, what do you think, from your experiences in politics, what do you think were the roles that the Obi himself, who is the leader of the obedient movement, played that made him, to the surprise of people, gather as much as 5 million votes? And what do you think can be done in the next election with such a movement to move forward?
Well, let me shock you. Contrary to what you said, they didn't shake Nigeria. If they shook Nigeria, Nigeria would not be the way it is today. I'm telling you this because I was there, I was part of that election. What Obi came to do is what the political class had planned for him to do, which is to create a movement that will make it sound like Nigeria is going to shake, but Nigeria will not shake. And because movements are very powerful in nature, movements don't go halfway. You know, there's a difference between motion and movement. There can be plenty of motion and there will be no movement. If it was a movement, it was after the election that its work was cut out for it. But you know what? It has been said that there is no future for a pack of, there's no future for a sheep that's leading a pack of lions. Two things are going to happen to it. Whichever way, the lions are going to eat it. You understand? But if it's one lion that's leading a pack of sheep, there is no way that movement will not win because you have the right head. So my own position is that the moment I saw a movement that involves Obasanjo, Babangida, and all these people who put Nigeria where it was, I said to myself, and that's why this part of the interview will not appeal to people like you or the obedient movement, that is not going anywhere. I said it, and it was my position, because Obi himself was part of the system that put Nigeria where it is today. And I met him during the election, I was a candidate, and I asked him, after a while he started running away from me, because I called for debate. Let's debate your role when you were governor of Anambra State. Did you create a Dubai out of Anambra? He couldn't answer it. Then they started avoiding me in debates. So what I'm trying to say is that, you see, a John the Baptist might come. And I'm using biblical terminology because I know a lot of Nigerians are Christians. But that doesn't mean that salvation will come. You understand? Yeah. So this is an elaborate way you describe the movement that I'm explaining to you because I was on the ground. And you can see already that the movement is falling apart. The Labour Party has completely, which I describe as an Airbnb, that's the Labour Party.
So guys, you have seen it for yourself. This is why people are reacting. Why is it that people cannot just concentrate on what they want to do, how they want to bring changes to Nigeria? Why is it that Sowore is not offering some advices to the Tinubu's administration? Why is it that Sowore is not telling Nigerians the way Tinubu would have done things to get it better? Why is he not looking at how Nigerians are suffering and bring up some suggestion? Why is he not even gathering the youths together in terms of let's look for a way forward? Why is he not a kind of holding seminars, teaching Nigerians how to come up with, having knowledge about solar installation for electricity, alternative source of electricity? Why is Sowore not organizing Nigerians to teach them different things? He can organize speakers, he can organize teachers to come teach Nigerians how to earn on the internet. He should look for a way to impact on the lives of the people and not just calling up a fellow politician like you and you just keep castigating him every time. Look at Peter Obi. Since after the election, Peter Obi has been in the business of moving around, donating money, helping people, reaching out to government-owned institutions, reaching out to mission-owned institutions, reaching out to so many people. He has been traveling outside into Nigeria, in Nigeria, outside Nigeria, and other places, making his own little contribution. But Sowore, even if Sowore doesn't have the kind of money Peter Obi has, I understand. There are other things Sowore would have been doing by now with his time. Instead of just coming out, speaking against people. There are so many things. Organize workshops. Let Nigerians come and learn. That's the only way you can start gaining followers. Because Nigerians are saying it's because he no longer has followers. That is why he's calling out Peter Obi, because everybody now is talking about Peter Obi, and he's saying forget the packaging. That is just the packaging. Peter Obi has not got anything to offer. It's just the packaging. It's just the packaging. You can start building your own followership, and it's so easy. Look at the very dark man, who is even not a politician, but when he posts videos, people want to go and see what he's saying, because it has now dawned on many that he talks sense most of the time. Why not start doing something for Nigerians so that Nigerians can fall in love for you? The very dark man says he's fighting for Nigerians and people are enjoying the kind of fight he's fighting for them. Sowore can easily go in his own direction. Start doing things that will make people love you, not castigating others. So guys, let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell. Please give this video a like so that YouTube can recommend it to others. And drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you.